Ever find yourself in a relationship where both of you seem to be more on the shy side? In the dance of life, relationships can often feel like a tango under a spotlight. It's especially challenging when both partners are shy, finding themselves in a world that often seems to favor the bold and outspoken. The reality of shy relationships is a poignant mix of silent understanding and unspoken words, a dance of sentiments that often goes unnoticed by the outside world. When you're shy, expressing your feelings can feel like traversing through a labyrinth, especially when your partner is just as reserved. It's like attempting to decode a language that's unique to you two, a language that's not verbal, but just as expressive. The beauty of this silent conversation is that it often holds depths that words sometimes fail to capture. However, the challenges that come along with such relationships can't be overlooked. Miscommunication, or sometimes complete lack of communication, can be a common hurdle. It's like both of you are on the stage, but the spotlight is too bright, making it difficult to see each other's cues. This can lead to misunderstandings and feelings of being misunderstood, which can be incredibly disheartening. The importance of communication in a relationship is undeniable. It's the bridge that connects two hearts, the thread that weaves two lives together. In a shy relationship, the challenge is to build this bridge, to weave this thread, despite the innate inclination to retreat within oneself. But remember, being shy doesn't mean you are incapable of expressing your feelings. It just means you might have a different, perhaps more subtle way of doing so. It's about finding that unique language that you and your partner understand, about finding the courage to step into the spotlight together, hand in hand. Navigating through a shy relationship can be tricky, but it's not impossible. The key is to understand each other's rhythms, to learn each other's silence, and to respect each other's space. It's about creating an atmosphere of understanding, where love can bloom in the quietest of moments. What's the secret to a fulfilling relationship? Recognizing your needs. In the quest for a meaningful connection, understanding your needs is the first step. It's like putting together a jigsaw puzzle. You know there's a beautiful picture to be made, but first you need to know what pieces you're working with. So how do you identify these pieces, these needs of yours? Well, it begins with self-awareness. It's about looking inward and asking yourself some tough questions. What makes you feel loved and appreciated? Is it words of affirmation, spending quality time together, or perhaps acts of service? Everyone's answer will be unique, and that's okay. It's about finding what resonates with you. Self-reflection is another vital part of this process. Reflect on past relationships or connections. What worked? What didn't? What left you feeling unfulfilled? These reflections can offer valuable insights into what you need from a relationship. And remember, it's not just about understanding your needs, but also prioritizing them. Sometimes we compromise too much, and we lose sight of what's important to us. But your needs matter. They're not just a wish list. They're the blueprint for your relationship happiness. It's also worth noting that your needs can and will evolve. Just like you, they're not set in stone. They can change as you grow and learn more about yourself. So keep checking in with yourself, keep reflecting, and keep adjusting. Understanding your needs is not a one-time activity. It's a journey, a continuous process of self-discovery. It's about being honest with yourself and acknowledging what truly matters to you. So once you've identified your needs, what's next? It's about communication. It's about expressing these needs to your partner in a clear and respectful manner. It's not about demanding, but about sharing, about creating a mutual understanding. Once you understand what you need, you can better communicate it to your partner. Remember, a fulfilling relationship is not just about finding the right person, but also about being the right person. And being the right person starts with understanding and honoring your own needs. Sometimes honoring yourself means letting go of people who don't align with what you want. A profound truth that's often easier said than done. But let's pause for a moment and truly contemplate what this means. It's about self-respect, self-love, and ultimately, self-preservation. Imagine a ship sailing on a vast ocean, with you as the captain. The sea is a metaphor for life, and your ship, that's your heart. Now, if the crew on board doesn't respect the captain or the ship, the voyage becomes perilous. The same goes for relationships. If the person you're with doesn't respect or value you, the journey of love becomes fraught with pain and disappointment. Recognizing this is the first step towards reclaiming your power. It takes strength, courage, and a deep sense of self-worth to acknowledge that you deserve better. It's not about blaming the other person, it's about understanding that your heart, like that ship, deserves a crew that values and respects it. But let's not romanticize the process. Letting go can be tough. It can feel like a part of you is being torn away. But remember, this is a process of healing, of self-discovery. It's the journey of becoming the best version of yourself, a version that's no longer willing to settle for less than what you deserve. So how do you let go? Start by acknowledging your feelings. It's okay to feel sad, it's okay to grieve, but also remind yourself of why you're doing this. You're doing this for you, for your happiness, for the love you deserve. Then forgive. Forgive yourself for staying in a relationship that wasn't serving you. Forgive the other person for not being what you needed them to be. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for healing and moving forward. And finally, embrace the freedom that comes with letting go. The freedom to find love that aligns with your needs, your values, your dreams. The freedom to navigate your own ship in your own way, on your own terms. Remember, it's okay to walk away if a relationship is not serving you. Because at the end of the day, you're the captain of your ship, and you deserve a crew that respects and values you. Not all relationships are worth holding on to, especially if they show signs of toxicity. This is a hard truth, but it's crucial to recognize. Toxic behavior in a relationship can manifest in many ways, one of which is a partner who offers minimal or no effort towards the connection. Think about it. Is your partner consistently passive, showing little initiative or engagement in the relationship? Does it always seem to be your responsibility to keep things afloat? This lack of effort could be a sign that they're not as invested as they ought to be. Now, it's important to understand that everyone has their off days. But when this behavior becomes a pattern, it's a clear signal of a toxic dynamic. You might find yourself waiting around for them to treat you right, to show you the respect and love you deserve. But here's the thing. You shouldn't have to wait for someone to treat you right. It's not a luxury, it's a basic expectation. What's more, waiting around for another person to step up can be a tremendous waste of your time and energy. Time that you could spend nurturing your own growth or building connections with people who value and appreciate you. Energy that you could invest in pursuing your passions, in creating a life that brings you joy and fulfillment. And let's not forget, this waiting game can also lead to self-doubt and a decrease in self-esteem. You might start questioning your worth, wondering if you're asking for too much. But remember, expecting a mutual effort is not asking for too much. It's asking for fairness, for balance. Mutual effort is the lifeblood of any healthy relationship. It's about both partners being equally committed, equally invested. It's about sharing the responsibility of maintaining the connection, of nurturing the love. So don't settle for less. Don't settle for a relationship where you're the only one making an effort. Don't settle for a partner who doesn't value you enough to put in the work, because you deserve better. You deserve a relationship that enriches you, that uplifts you, that brings you joy and fulfillment. Mutual effort is key to a healthy relationship. Don't settle for less. Your inner peace should always be your priority, even over trying to make a relationship work. This statement may sound simple, but it encapsulates a profound truth. We often get so caught up in the idea of making a relationship work that we lose sight of our own peace and happiness. But let me tell you, my friends, it's the other way round. Embracing your inner peace is like finding a compass in a storm. It guides you, helps you make decisions that are right for you, and keeps you grounded. And when you prioritize this peace, you allow yourself the freedom to step away from relationships that are more draining than fulfilling. Imagine a bird trapped in a cage, its wings clipped. It yearns to fly, to feel the wind beneath its wings, but it's held back. Now picture that same bird, released from its cage. It soars high, free and uninhibited. That's the kind of joy and freedom we're talking about when we speak of releasing toxic connections. When you prioritize your inner peace, you give yourself permission to let go of what doesn't serve you. You learn to recognize the difference between compromise and sacrifice. While compromise is a healthy part of any relationship, sacrifice should never come at the cost of your happiness or peace. Prioritizing your inner peace doesn't mean you're giving up on relationships. On the contrary, it means you're setting the bar for what you accept in your life. It means you're making space for relationships that are nurturing, respectful, and fulfilling. So, if you find yourself in a relationship that's causing you more pain than joy, take a step back. Reflect. Is it worth your peace? Remember, it's not selfish to prioritize your own happiness. It's essential. In the grand scheme of things, your relationship with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship you have. So nurture that relationship. Cherish it. Protect it. Your happiness and peace should never be compromised for a relationship. Remember, you deserve to be treated with respect and love. Your inner peace is precious. Guard it with all your might.